Hey, from Texas, it's Lindy Fulford, and tonight I'm going to do a quick Q&A, and it's going to be quick because it's really hot out here in the garage, and because we are building a tree house, a fort in a tree. It's really a fort for the boys and their airsoft. Yeah, so I'm going to make it quick so I can go help with that. But I've had lots of questions lately, so I just figured I would address them here because I've had a lot of the same questions hit my inbox and flooded my inbox. First question is, what is this acting thing you're doing, and why are you trying to get into acting? Hey, Valerie. Truth be told, I am the baby of the family, and as most babies are in the family, we are the center of attention. And if we're not the center of attention, well, we sure as heck will try and make us be the center of attention, which could explain a lot of Brady. That's one reason. Two, when I was younger and I had a cassette tape player, I actually used to have a turntable on top and then a cassette player on the bottom. And you could hit record and play at the same time, and you could record yourself. And I did that quite often. I even had my own talk show. It was the Captain Crunch talk show. Yes, I know. I actually have this picture I'm going to show you. Okay, you guys, this is legit. I was 11 years old in this picture. That is me. Oh my gosh. I must have asked for a microphone for Christmas because I saw that picture. And not only that, that cute little dress I'm wearing, it's not really a dress. No, that was a skirt. I turned it into a dress. But check out that hat. Okay, so I know, right? I've just always loved to get up. Even at work, I remember one time when I first started at Dell and we had our very first offsite, I got up and sang that song from Grease. Look at me, I'm Sandra Dee, lousy with virginity. Okay, so I'm not really a great singer, but I have no problem getting up in front of people and embarrassing myself. So an opportunity came along, and Justin and I went and tried out for Actors, Models, and Talent for Christ. And Justin's been doing theater arts for the last couple years, and boy, is as cute as can be, at least in my opinion. And so I thought, hey, I'll give it a shot too. And I told my sister Donita, and she laughed at me, literally out loud laughed. But I just decided I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 next month. And I'm not dead. Obviously, if you're sitting here watching me, I'm not dead yet. So why not try something new? I mean, I may get something from this or I may not. So in 3 weeks, super excited, super scared a little bit. But in 3 weeks, Justin and I will head to Dallas, and we get to walk the runway in front of a bunch of VIPs and directors and casting agents. And I get to get up and do a commercial, and I get to do a monologue, and he and I, I'm so excited, we get to do a runway together, so that's going to be super fun. But another reason is, since February when we signed up for this, once a month, I have got to spend the entire day with my 13-year-old. Who gets to do that? I mean, yeah, it happens sometimes, but what fun Justin and I have had on these car rides to Dallas. It has been a blast. It's been a blessing. We've had a great time. So that is why I decided I might as well give it a shot. I'm not getting any younger. And even if nothing else comes of it, Justin and I have got to spend a great deal of time together, and it has been just truly amazing. The next question I've gotten a lot of is, what is this ketone thing? Many of y'all know I left Beachbody after 8 years because I found this supplement to help me. And these ketones are exogenous ketones, which means you're not producing it naturally in your body, you're putting them in your body. And for me, honestly, it's been a godsend. I finally, for the first time in 5 years, have been able to fit in my clothes from before I had Brady. And so for me, it's just been amazing. Not only that, just the energy, and I just feel better about myself. And the boys tell me that I'm calmer, and Scott's been drinking them too. And honest for real, you guys, I think it must mess with your testosterone, because man can't keep his hands off me, which isn't a bad thing. It's been refreshing and awesome and overwhelming, and I love to talk about it. I actually talked to my chiropractor about it because I had to go this week since I hurt my back. And he does iDose protein, And so it was a great conversation starter for both of us just to hear more about Ideal Protein. And I was telling him about my product with the ketones. And he explained it to me. I told him, I haven't really lost a lot of weight, but man, I'm like shrinking. I'm like the incredible shrinking woman. It's amazing. And he said, a lot of it is like, he said, there's a piece of meat out there, and he couldn't remember what it was called, but it has fat running all through this meat. And it's how our muscles are. We have muscles in our body, and we have fat running all through our muscles. And when you get into ketosis, or you're drinking the exogenous ketones, it literally, like, the fat just starts removing even from your muscles. And so it's just muscle. And so that really helped explain a lot of the results that I'm seeing. The scale's not really moving, but I'm just seeing these incredible, incredible results. So I have no doubt that 40 is going to be way better than the last 5 years of my 30s, says Biff. Let's see, what else? Brady. Okay, so Brady. Oh, sweet loving Brady. He's such a sweet boy, aren't you, Brady? What are you eating, ice cream?
Yeah.
Yes, he went and got some ice cream. Imagine that. So Brady, we have had trouble getting him to sleep ever since we got back from vacation. And we had some before that too. And so it was recommended to get some melatonin pills for him. And so we did. And they seem to be working. He knows to take it, a little bit before bed. We've tried doing the shower thing routine. So what really changed was he had started, when he got up in the middle of the night, saying instead of coming to our room, he goes into TY's room and goes to bed with TY. And TY doesn't mind that at all. The problem we've had now is just that when he doesn't want to go to sleep, it's still a fight. It's just a fight. But it does seem to be working better with the melatonin pills. But it'll be interesting when school starts back up, because he's probably not going to be sleeping in TY's room. And so that in itself is probably something we shouldn't have started. But for now, it is what it is. Last but not least, I had somebody ask me, how the heck do you keep your head above water? Oh, goodness, that's actually a great question. I work full-time. I love my job, and I work full-time. And we have a lot of stuff that goes on with the kids, extracurricular, whether it's baseball or swimming lessons, or Justin's not doing piano now, but he's getting ready to get into guitar lessons. And he plays sports, and when school starts back up, he'll be playing football. Brady's going to be playing t-ball. Oh, my Lord, pray for those coaches. And so how do I keep my head above water? I just take it a day at a time. I pray a lot. I really do. I spend a lot of time in prayer. You just have to take it one day at a time and roll with the punches, and know that for every bad day, there's probably going to be 10 or 15 good days. And every time something awful happens and I think I'm about to pull my hair out, I know that, that tomorrow will be a better day, hopefully, right? So I just roll with the punches. And I do have to say, honestly, even just when I was eating keto before the ketones, it did change my attitude. I don't know why. I guess it's just part of the way, I'm not so bloated and tired and grumpy like I was. And so I think it just really helps, the keto and the ketones especially, just give me that extra boost of energy that I need to get through the day and not bite everybody's head off. And a lot of times I might be a little bit woo-woo, like happy-go-lucky, but it is what it is. It's great stuff. So that's all the questions that I have. Yes, again, here's me because I think it's funny. Oh my goodness. One of these days I'll have to show you the picture of me. I guess that was close to when I started middle school. My very first day of middle school, you guys, my hair was really short and I was tall and skinny and I was just straight as a board and had a short haircut. Did I just say that? And I had pink glasses, round pink glasses. And I went to the girls' restroom and I was mistaken for a boy. A girl said, "Aren't you in the wrong restroom?" And so, coming back full circle to the acting or the modeling part of it, maybe some of it is just for me to say, I'm not that same person that I was. I've grown a lot. I've learned a lot. I've watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube to try and figure out what to do with this hair of mine. And I use Roden and Fields, so contact Amy Dandridge for that if you want it. And there's other people out there who sell it as well, and it really has, I think it's kind of rolled back time a little bit. But that's all I got. If y'all don't have any other questions. If you do have any questions after the fact, feel free to drop them below, and I'm happy to answer anything. I really am pretty much an open book. As long as whatever you ask, if it pertains to someone like Scott, I just have to make sure he's cool with me sharing it ahead of time. But otherwise, you guys, I'm an open book. You can ask, I will answer. I'm not really embarrassed about anything. So, all right, you guys, you have a fantastic weekend. I am sweating. Ugh, it's so hot out here. I'm going to try and put my hair up in a man bun, which I'm not good at, and go help Scott build this fort. So, from me to you, I'll catch you on the other side.